Give us our change.
He's white and
ma'am, you have
he said he's
our change in your hand. Give us our change.
What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. Today we are reacting to some more black fatigue videos. So we got a guy out in Dallas, Texas. Apparently he is asserting his dominance towards random travelers by blocking traffic. So let's see what he's doing.
With the gun, I don't need no bullets. I had to tell Ghost calm down because he be on bullshit. I was just put a plane together, say he needs some dog shit. You ain't really got no plane, you got your dog shit. If you ain't green, you're green. Blow it up, say something. No, my name's Trey.
Oh wow, punching air.
But I think they sister. Her baby daddy got some money, but I think I'm rich. I made a 20 ball and put it up. I ain't take no picture. Tryna do some shit. I got my son. I need a babysitter. Pull up on the bitch. She let me fuck. I blew an AC with her. Pull up on the bitch. She want to fuck. I told her make me get it. Bitch, try to make me. I'm a baby. Tell me to come fuck this bitch. I'm a baby hitter. Bitch, try to get my car around. I'm a baby hitter. Put some money out my pocket. Try to play the bitch. But when you see on her friend, I hit all my niggas.
Wow, what a guy. Okay. All right, next we got decides to point a gun in a man's face. So let's see.
Don't play with a motherfucking man. A man is not gonna play with me. You gonna play with me, bitch.
Oh wow.
You gonna play with me, bitch.
No, I'm not.
You gonna play with me, bitch. You gonna play with me, bitch, now. Now, cause one thing about it, I don't play with no mother. Don't catch me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Is she alive? What the hell is wrong?
Yeah, police get here.
Imagine if women had the strength of men. God help us.
Out of your mind.
Give me my fucking money right now.
Go ahead, get your money. Crystal!
Give me my money right now.
Hey, don't. I'm not the one.
You're fucking about to cross the
I'm
line.
not the
Give
one.
me the fucking
I'm
money
not the
now.
one.
Babe, don't say anything else.
I'm not the one.
Don't
Give
say
me my money
Please
right
keep
now.
recording me. I don't care. Crystal!
Give me my money right now.
Sir, I'm not gonna give you your money.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Go ahead, call it.
Give me my fucking money
Go
now.
ahead.
Give me my money back, ma'am.
Call the motherfucking
Give
police.
me my change.
What's up,
babe?
What's up,
Give me
babe?
my
What's
fucking
Give us
money.
our
What's up,
money.
fucking
What's
pig?
up? I wish you would.
Give me our
Give me my
change.
fucking
I
money,
wish
you
you would.
stupid fucking
Come on.
pig.
Come on, pig.
Babe.
You look at the color.
Give us our change.
You
call
fucking
it?
bitch.
You call it?
What the fuck are you?
Give us our change. Are you refusing to give us our change?
Call the motherfucking police.
Are you
I
really
saw you.
refusing to
You
give
get
us
your
our
fucking
change?
money.
Look at that
You're fucking
shit.
stealing.
Do you
Piece
want to
of
hear
shit.
him?
Give me my fucking money.
Give us our change.
Call the motherfucking police.
Give us
Call the
our
police right
change,
now. Call the
ma'am.
police right now.
Give us our change, ma'am. You are holding our change.
Money right now. Before
He's
shit
commercial.
fucking happens.
Oakland Park.
Give us our change.
He's white and
Ma'am, you have
Oh my, he said he's.
our change
fucking
in your
waiting for him
hand.
'cause you're
Give
going to
us our
fucking jail for fucking
change.
stealing.
I would just leave. Honestly, it can't be that much money. This looks like the dollar store or some bullshit. I would just leave. It's not.
She's recording.
Give me the money.
Give us our change.
Give me my money.
That is
That's
my
it.
Yeah. Wow. What a gal. What a gal.
In your hand is my money.
What the hell is going on? Can you get our change from
Before I
this
tear this
lady?
motherfucking place.
She won't give us our change.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the next one. Jesus Christ. She walked out in front of the car and got mad at the driver. God help us. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, no, she's getting closer. Oh, no. We're not doing that. Not today. Not today, Shaniqua. All right. Oh, here we go. Let me go to the next one.
Pay for it, or you gotta come back. Oh, you gotta pay for it, no? Yeah.
Response could have been, because I've been in department stores with my daughter and she's picked up things without me even realizing it until the end. And I usually put it back. But instead of saying, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't realize my kid have this. Your response to this is get it back in blood. Get it back in blood. Are you?
You know, it's bad when black people have fatigue.
Oh, it's so tiring. Respectfully, of course. No.
Your fatigue.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we got a white guy who apparently is sick of people having black fatigue. Apparently.
White people don't get the fuck out of my way.
I wish you would.
Oh wait, sorry. I misspoke. He's tired of black fatigue too. Or he's tired of black people hating white people for no reason.
I really wish you would try that. It's important to remember that these people hate you. They hate you for being white.
For no reason.
They hate your family.
I think it's a jealousy thing. That's what I've noticed. You know what I've noticed? The most hatred I get from women is coming from a good family. Yeah.
Family, they hate your kids, they hate your neighbors, they despise you, and they don't even know you. I've had this happen to me. Luckily, my prefrontal cortex is developed. I understand repercussions. I understand that my actions have consequences, and that's why I would never retaliate, unless provoked to a point where I had the legal authority. Once you understand the law and what you're allowed to do when someone causes you physical harm, life becomes a lot better. I truly wish this woman would try this on the wrong person. Defend yourself from these people. They hate you. They hate your children. They see you as evil, and they will do anything to destroy you.
Literally, I told you guys a story. I never had black fatigue. I would even say I never even saw color until it hit me in the face. Truly.
With white liberals when it comes to the black community is that they don't even realize that they're doing more harm than good. And I firmly and wholeheartedly know to be true that for most of them, it's coming from a loving, compassionate, kind-hearted place, but it's still objectively causing harm. The white liberal sees the black community as a community that needs to be safe. We need to add further protections for the black community. We need to rewrite laws for the black community. We need to hand out government assistance, to keep helping the black community. When all that's doing is keeping them in a self-destructive cycle. Rely on handouts, rely on the government, rely on external help. And I'm sorry, but this is a form of bigotry. It's not your intention, but it's backhanded and it's there. You can't succeed without my help. That's racism. Not one of the messages in—
She's right, but can they succeed without our help? I had a guy that worked for me who's from Zimbabwe, and he said his grandma wanted the English to come back, that she lived under colonization and they wanted them to come back. She's like, why did they get rid of it? Come back.
The liberal policy for the black community is you are great on your own. You just need to see it. And that's what conservatives have been trying to say for years and years. You don't need liberals in office or an immense amount of government assistance to be great. You are great. Just get out of your own way. Get out of the influence that makes you feel like you don't have a place in this world outside of your community, outside of drinking or drugs or music. And if this wasn't the truth, then why do we have black doctors, black scientists, black authors, black surgeons, black engineers, black professors, black teachers? Hell, we had a black president who wouldn't have been elected without the white vote. The only thing stopping the black community from being the best it can possibly be is liberal ideology. Instead of passing out standards to the black community, all you do is pass out sympathy. And you excuse destructive choices just so they don't feel excluded from your love. And again, I know it's coming from a good place, but that's not allyship. I know that the black community has an incredibly dark past, but so do most cultures and races. The Jewish community survived a genocide and rebuilt their entire country with some of the smartest people on the planet. The Asian community were thrown in internment camps, millions of them. And they rebuilt, and again, now they're dominating most of our professional world and our universities. There is no reason that the black community cannot do the same. The only thing stopping them is you, the white liberal, convincing them that without your assistance, they can't rebuild like those other.
Yeah, I mean, she's right that I do think that handouts hold people back. In general, it goes the same with government handouts. Even coming from an area where there's a lot of handouts from the parents. Kids don't learn how to use money until that's kind of taken away.
Alvan, Jaquan, and Ronald. These names you've ever seen before in your life?
What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. As you know, I have been bringing on different guests to react to different topical reactions. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend, Andrew Branca. Welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here, Pearl. Always happy to be here.
Did you change your channel name? It's not Law of Self-Defense anymore.
We're still doing law of self-defense. Law of self-defense. Learn how to be hard to convict at lawofselfdefense.com. I still do that, but like a Jamaican cab driver, I started a second business. So now we do the Branca Show on YouTube for political and legal commentary. I even got a mug for that too. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
You got
cool.
always be grifting.
I know. I just got a t-shirt machine, so I got to figure out what I'm putting on my t-shirts. Okay, so today we're talking about black fatigue. So how familiar are you with black fatigue? Have you seen it online or in real life?
I'm pretty damn tired. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I think your audience is going to be shocked by some of the reality out there because we're propagandized to believe that, of course, all bad things in the world are the responsibility of white people. It's just not true, especially crime, especially violent crime.
Yeah, and I was telling you before, I couldn't believe how high the stats were for black crime. And I remembered you saying that it's actually worse than the books say.
Right.
Like you were saying that a third of black men have a felony conviction.
Right.
And then I think I saw that 6 in 10 are arrested by the age of 25. How could it be worse than that?
No, it's even worse. As I mentioned, people send me booking photos. Cop friends of mine send me booking photos all the time of clearly African American males, and they're classified as white when they're booked, and so that all goes into the data. So the violent crime rates for white people is vastly overestimated. They do it other ways too. Like they don't have classifications often for, say, Middle Eastern or North African or Indian. So if you're Middle Eastern or Indian and you commit a violent crime in America, they'll label you as white.
No way.
These are not the same demographics, my friends. These are different cultures.
And why would the police do that? Because is the stats like, is it logged by the police? Like, what would be their incentive to lie?
Well, of course, the guy actually doing the booking who's recording the data, he's just doing what he's told. His bosses are, and any police officer, once you get to the level of like captain in a police department, you're not really a cop anymore. You're a politician at that point. So your career is dependent on what the politicians want.
And you can't
politicians want to say, hey, black crime is down. Well, all they have to do is take a bunch of black criminals and label them as white. Right? It's the same way they don't record. So they'll also diminish a lot of crime. So a black guy comes in, he committed an attempted murder. He shot someone, and they'll downgrade it to aggravated assault, which is still a serious crime, but it's much less than it. And then they'll say, oh, look, the attempted murders are down.
Do you have any idea what it actually is?
What actually is?
Like, what do you think the rates actually are? Do you have any idea if you had to guess?
Oh, it's just horrific. I can tell you that if we took okay, here's some examples. Black men commit violent crime at 20 times the rate of white men. That's with the bad data. So imagine if we clean up the data, what the numbers would actually be. Black women commit homicide at twice the rate of white men.
No way.
Yep.
Do you know what? I went on this show.
Those bitches are dangerous, man.
Yeah,
be careful.
No, I got in trouble recently because I went on a panel show and this girl was like, oh, she was saying I was jealous because the black women are stealing the white men, apparently. And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, and then I told her, I'm like, half of you guys have herpes. We're not really worried.
That's true.
That's on top of the obesity rate. And they got really mad at me. And I went on this other show. And one of the guys was like saying that it was bad that I didn't know the white crime stats off the top of my head. And I'm like, I have eyes. Like I walk outside, the cracked out guys are the black guys.
If we take the black violent crime out of U.S. crime statistics, America has the same violent crime rate as Switzerland.
No way.
It's almost entirely black male violent crime.
Wow. Do you think it's...
By the way, I mean, we all know this anyway, right? Do you really need the data?
No,
the entire American real estate market can be explained simply by every law-abiding person working desperately to get as far away from that demographic.
I know, a black person stole my camera. And then they're like, I had a camera once, hired a black person, now I don't have a camera. And it wasn't like I went to the cops or anything because I couldn't prove it, but it was just like it happened to disappear the same week that this person got fired. So it was, do you know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to do? So I think it's actually probably even worse. When I was in England, like I would see black people just robbing the co-op next door. They would just walk out with stuff. And it's like a bait. And that's in the UK. It's the same there.
It's, you know, I honestly think I increasingly have come to believe that all these behaviors and social dysfunctions, they really all just come back to IQ. I think if you want a first world culture, you need people of a certain minimal IQ, people who can understand things like per capita, could understand how you might feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning, whose minds can understand things like the golden rule. You treat other people nice because that's the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And I think once you fall below a certain threshold IQ, you just can't do those things. Your brain doesn't work that way. Just like they can't make change, they can't speak grammatical English. Half are, you know, we have dozens. Well, you would know in the Chicago area, there's dozens of schools, public schools, where the spending per student is in the tens of thousands of dollars a year, 40, 50 grand a year per student.
I know.
And there's not a single student in the school who can read at grade level. It's unbelievable.
I know. And I remember I looked it up in high school, and whatever my tuition was, Chicago had double, and they had way worse test scores than me. So that was kind of how it was.
And I don't think that's fixable because you can't change people's IQ. IQ is almost entirely genetic. And when you look around the world at, you know, first world countries, second world countries, third world countries, and you see what the lives they've built for themselves at those various levels, it all correlates with IQ. And by extension, it tends to correlate with race because IQ and people and race tend to be geographically distributed around the world.
Yeah, no. Okay, so now we're gonna watch some videos. Wait, actually, one more thing. You know what I noticed when I lived in a black area? White people are taught, or maybe it's just our culture. I never appreciated this till I didn't have it. We automatically have good faith. Like that's our automatic. We're taught things like they didn't mean it like that. Oh, he's just having a bad day. If someone interrupts you, you don't crash out. You just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you go. But when I lived in a black area, it was like, it's like they just want to be upset about the, like, I couldn't believe the stuff they would fight over, like the disrespect, which at times I think that's taken advantage of by people. Like I think white men in particular, because they're so good natured, at times it's taken advantage of. But I'd far rather live in a society that sometimes when you're too nice, you're taken advantage of, rather than fighting over disrespect all the time. I'm like, I can't live like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's much the same issue as, I mean, you see men being simps with women, right? Women can hit them, women can curse them out in public, and the guys just sit there and take it. Especially the last few decades, men have been conditioned to become very feminized and very placid and have no boundaries. And that just gets taken advantage of it. And the black community does this kind of thing because it works.
Yeah. All right, let's watch some of the videos and give our commentary. All right, here we got this.
Now for
do you know what? Who's got the most black fatigue? Black people that aren't like this. Well, I have never, because they have to grow up around it. I've never met more fatigued people. Like I had someone call into my show that was a landlord. He was a black landlord and he rented to mostly black people. And he was like, he was more fatigued than me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's fair to point out, of course, that when we're talking about populations generally, we're talking about people generally, we're not talking about individuals, right?
Yeah.
So of course there's people in the black community who are geniuses. Thomas Sowell, the economist, is a genius. Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court is a genius. They're African-American men. They're geniuses. They're far smarter than I'll ever be. But of course, we're not really talking about individuals. We're talking about the populations generally. And when you're talking about large numbers of people, you have to expect you're going to get pretty much the average of how those people behave, not the exceptional cases.
Yeah.
A warning now for our audience. This next video is hard to watch. It may be unsuitable for sensitive viewers. You may remember this video from 2023 showing a brutal attack on a senior citizen with dementia. Today, one of the attackers, Travion Lockridge, was sentenced to 15 years in prison for aggravated robbery. KPRC2 News reporter Jaewon Jung spoke with the victim's family. She joins us live now from downtown.
Like, I feel like when white people rob, like when we have our Wolf of Wall Streets, they at least have the audacity to go after rich people.
Yeah.
They at least our criminals have basic decorum.
Can we at least pass the rule that they have to have their name on their shirt somewhere? Like you see Travion and you know to go for your gun right away.
Yeah.
With how they're feeling about today's sentence.
Like dementia? What the?
Jaewon.
Good evening, Keith. Well, the family tells me they're glad there was a measure of justice. Today, several of them testified in front of a judge here at the Harris County Courthouse, telling the judge that their lives were forever changed by this brutal attack. And we do want to warn you, we're about to show you some of the video of this attack, and it might be disturbing to watch.
Even nearly 2 years later, this video is hard to watch. It shows the violent attack in a parking lot off Shepherd near Tidwell. The victim is Florentino Hurtado, a 69-year-old man with dementia.
How could you do that to an old man?
Delilah Brown is Hurtado's granddaughter. She tells me the injuries from that day worsened his dementia.
Before the beating, he was able to recall people's faces, his granddaughters, his great-grandchildren, but now there's no recollection.
On the day
So
of the
they killed
attack,
him.
Hurtado.
Yeah, essentially.
They killed him.
Yeah.
I believe when there's a fight like this and someone suffers a traumatic brain injury, that should be treated as a murder. Because if you've ever met someone, you knew them before they had a head injury, you knew them afterwards, they're not the same person anymore.
No, they're not.
Whoever they were before, that person's dead. They're gone. And now there's a different person there.
Yeah, I've never met someone that got into a fight, but I had someone with a brain tumor, and it was like within 6 months of the tumor, he was gone. Yeah, they're not.
Had been at the meat market with his wife when he got lost and tried to open the wrong car door.
They were under the impression he was trying to break in the car.
Perry Bass represents the...
You see what I mean? It's the bad faith. It's like,
So if he's trying to break into the car, why do they have him? He's on his knees and they're still punching him in the head.
Okay, they're probably just lying. Oh my God.
Suspect Travion Lockridge, who was
Oh my God, he's so fat too.
sentenced today. Could the defendant have been more compassionate in this situation?
Well, yeah, it was several mistakes there.
Bass tells me Lockridge is sorry, but Delilah doesn't buy it.
There's no accountability, no remorse.
Just to anybody watching this and they see an elderly person who is confused out on the street, what would be your message to them?
Show some love and some compassion. That's someone's father, that's someone's grandfather, that's someone's husband, brother, sister. So I would just show some compassion.
Yeah, and they tell me compassion is something that goes a long way. Now, there was another suspect in this attack. That man is currently serving prison time for another crime.
Oh, no
We're live
kidding.
in downtown.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. So many times this will happen, and it's like, why wasn't this person locked up a billion years ago?
Yeah, if we put people in prison forever after their third violent felony, 90% of violent crime would be eliminated.
Really?
Yep. Because it's almost all repeat offenders. So you stop the repeat offenders, all the crime goes away.
Oh, here's a mother shoots her own daughter. Women hate each other.
Tonight surrounding a tragic story in Winter Haven. A mother under arrest for allegedly shooting and killing her own daughter, all while the victim was holding a baby. Ryan Raish following this story all day and has the very latest.
I don't believe for a minute that she wanted to kill her daughter.
Friends of the family simply don't believe it. A young, caring mother of 4 is dead.
Is that hair cultural appropriation?
Whoa.
Those golden locks.
She
Yeah.
would never do anything to Ruby. Ruby was her everything. Police say shortly before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but love is close to hate. I mean, I've seen a couple, I watch like true crime sometime, as white women do. And like, I've seen a couple cases where like the mother and daughter were inseparable, but then, you know, they crash out one day. And the case I'm thinking of, the daughter killed the mom, but regardless.
Well, especially in today's world, right, where half these women have dumped their men and now they're in the dating marketplace, effectively competing against their daughter.
Yeah.
Right. All these women, they get divorced 40, 45 years old. They go back in the dating circuit. They're competing against the 20-year younger version of themselves. They probably have a daughter that age. That's competition.
Yeah.
What if they bring a dude home They meet somebody, they bring them home. Oh, here's my hot 20-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Ruby Bing stopped by to visit her mom, Adele Bing, at her Winter Haven apartment. She walked up to the door carrying her 4-month-old baby girl. She knocked, and police say Adele opened the door and immediately shot her once in the chest. The baby was not hurt. What Ruby did not know is that her mom just got into a serious fight with her boyfriend and kicked him out.
She did make statements that she thought there was a boyfriend coming back and that he was going to harm her.
Paramedics worked to revive Ruby on her daughter's doorstep. Neighbor Sally Newcomb watched as police told Adele her daughter was dead.
Oh, she screamed. She dropped to the ground and screamed.
Police arrested Adele on charges of second-degree murder and child abuse. Former neighbor and friend.
Do you think she really thought it was the boyfriend?
And so what if it was the boyfriend? She opened up the door, she would have shot the boyfriend dead? I mean, it's still a murder.
Yeah, I was just...
Right? The boyfriend didn't break into the house, right? That's not why the shot was fired.
No, I'm just wondering if you buy the story or not.
No, I don't believe anybody. I've done criminal defense too long. I don't believe anybody. They're all lying. I've worked a lot of cases where I would not even ask the defendant what their story was. I don't want to know their story. I don't want them to talk to me because I know they're just going to lie. I only care about what the evidence is in the case.
Yeah.
Just saw Ruby at the park a few days ago with her kids.
There's like peepholes too. Yeah, I don't.
Very upset for them because she was a nice girl and I nenever saw her fight with her mother or anything like that.
I wonder if the daughter was dropping off the baby so she could go partying.
Yeah, maybe.
Friends are convinced this was a tragic accident.
I feel bad what's happened. I mean, Ruby was a good kid, and I'm sure Adele did not mean to do any of this.
I also trust... Was your experience in court that female witnesses lie more than male witnesses?
It's hard to say. Everyone is lying. Anyone who has any stake in the outcome, they're lying. If it's just an innocent bystander describing what happened, they're probably telling the truth. But if they have a stake in the outcome, they're lying. You got to work really hard with a lot of clients. If you know you're going to put them on the witness stand, you got to tell them over and over again, you can't lie. You can't, because if you get caught lying, it's going to be a bad day for you. But they can't help themselves. They all they do all their lives is lie about stuff. And so they always get away with it.
What makes a witness lie? Like they know one of the people? Is that why?
Yeah, their friends or their relations or their enemies, or they have some kind of stake in it. So you can imagine a lot of these acts of violence occur in group settings, right? So there are people who are friends, or people who are enemies, or people who are ex-boyfriends or girlfriends or family members, and they all have a reason to lie, or they think they do. They'll invent a reason to lie if they don't actually have one.
Yeah, because especially nowadays, like people just aren't connected enough, so it's kind of easy to get away with being a liar.
So like talk about real crime dramas you watch, right? So people they'll engage in mind reading and conspiracy theories, or what do you think the real reason is the person did this thing? Well, people do that in real life too. So a shooting happens and the trial's not for months later, and during all those months, people are talking with each other and gossiping and imagining what people may have been thinking or wanting to do, and engaging in mind reading. And over a course of months, all of that becomes reality to them. They're incapable of distinguishing between what they've imagined happened and what actually happened.
And the true crime, I mean, I just listened to like a podcast. It's called like Murder with My Husband, and they just talk about these stories. And I've noticed that it's usually just the most likely person that would have done it. Like it's like the ex-boyfriend or the ex-girlfriend. Like it's usually not really that complicated where it's like a random person. Like it's usually, it's usually either someone they shouldn't have been involved with, or like an ex or like a relative that didn't like them or something.
Yeah, so most people don't know this because the murder trials that the public sees are the high profile ones that might go on for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Most murder trials are 1 day. That's it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 2 days.
So it's like
including jury selection. Like the jury selected, the first half of the morning, you do the trial, by mid-afternoon, it's all over. You got a guilty verdict.
So it's usually kind of a cut and dry case.
Yeah, it's obvious what happened.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, I think I've seen this clip before.
This video captured the incredible moment a Tampa woman fought off an attacker at her apartment complex's gym.
I said, if I keep going, if I keep pushing, I keep fighting, he's going to stop. He's going to let go, and he finally did.
24-year-old Nishali Alma, a personal trainer, told Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies she was exercising alone around 10 p.m. on January 22nd when she saw a man she'd previously seen at the gym trying to get in.
Whenever he was at the door, I buzzed him in, and he came inside. My thought process was, like you said, like it was just another dude coming in to work out.
But after 25-year-old Xavier Thomas Jones entered, this happened.
She let in a guy with, does he have a ski mask on?
No, I think it's just a beard.
Oh, okay.
Happened instead.
Next thing you know,
I wouldn't let that guy in. And I carry a gun.
My workout, and I grab my phone, and he just approaches me, and not a single word was exchanged. As soon as he was approaching me, I pushed him. I said, bro, what the F are you doing? I said, get away from me. And he kept trying to come towards me and kept reapproaching me.
Video shows Thomas Jones chasing her around the gym before grabbing Alma and pinning her down.
In my mind, I knew I was stronger than him, and I knew I could fight back.
The seasoned weightlifter seen here holding her attacker in a chokehold while trying to call 911 before throwing more punches, leading Thomas Jones to release his grip.
Oh, that's so embarrassing as a man.
Oh, she got very lucky. I mean, normally what happens, of course, is she gets killed and then you never hear about it. It's not a news story.
Really?
Yep.
What do you think he would have done it like there, or he would have just grabbed her and like taken her? Do they usually?
I mean, if there's a place he could have pulled her to get her out of sight of the door, he probably would have done that. But normally what happens in these cases, I hate to say it, ladies, but however strong you think you are, the dude who's 50 pounds heavier than you is stronger and has more endurance. And you just get exhausted. They just wear you out. They don't give up like this guy. They just keep going and going until you have zero energy left. And then you're helpless.
Yeah. I mean, because I've played basketball for 20 years. I know it's not like the same, but I mean, I get beat by guys that have played for like a year, and I've played for 20, and they're not athletic and they win just because they're stronger.
Self-defense expert Patrick Lockton at New York City's Krav Maga Institute says Alma's quick thinking under pressure was key.
I don't know, because at the same time, it probably wasn't quick thinking to let him in. Sorry. I don't mean to dog on her, but like, okay.
Back. And the most important thing, she didn't freeze. She didn't fall into that trap.
Alma immediately ran outside, escaping to a nearby apartment. Now she's sharing her story and encouraging other women with similar experiences to do the same.
Of course, it ends with a selfie. I almost got murdered, but make sure you get my selfie in there.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Like, not pictured the murder.
There's no other person should have to feel like this. No other person should have to go through a situation like this.
Experts say avoiding an incident like this starts
That's just crazy, because it's like an apartment gym. Like,
But you want to hear something funny? If guys like me say, you know what, men like that should be executed, they should be removed from the gene pool, guess who comes to that guy's defense?
Women.
Women exactly like her. They will send that dude love letters in prison.
I know. Like Kim Kardashian, like she did this whole exoneration project. I'm like, I don't know if we need Kim Kardashian and she exonerating men. I don't know.
Being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly if you're in danger.
Getting in the way, creating obstacles, creating an opportunity, a space between you and your attacker.
Yeah, because she did get really lucky, because I still think he could have overpowered her. He kind of looks lazy in this.
He gave up. He just gave up. That's all that happened, which is good. And by the way, everything she's doing here is what she should be doing. It's all great. She's putting obstacles between him and her. But at the end of the day, he got her on the ground. And you're not escaping from that position unless you're an expert in jiu-jitsu, or that guy just doesn't want to follow through.
So I'd be going straight for vulnerable. So again, just the eyes, hitting him in the nose with a phone, strike him in the throat, because everybody's soft tissue there. It's soft tissue in your eyes as well, and it's going to hurt everybody no matter how strong you are.
Authorities were able to track down Thomas Jones and arrested him the next day.
They knew who he
pled
was.
not guilty to charges of sexual battery, false imprisonment, and kidnapping, and will appear in court next month. An attorney for Thomas Jones did not respond to NBC's request for comment.
The day he was arrested.
How would you defend this as an attorney?
A plea. Listen, I guarantee you, this is not this guy's first violent crime.
Yeah.
This is not the first bad thing he's ever done. Try to rape and murder a woman in the gym. This is something he's done dozens of times before. He's been caught at least 25% of those times. The police saw this guy's picture and they knew who he was, and they just went and picked him up. He would have been a known character to local law enforcement because this is what he does.
Yeah.
And the day they caught him, I saw the whole thing go down. It was a relief.
Priscilla Thompson, NBC News.
It's like the guy who killed the Ukrainian woman on the train in North Carolina, right? He had 14 prior felony convictions. I mean, everybody knew who he was. It's not like one day he was perfectly law-abiding, productive member of society, and one day he just decided to stab a woman in the neck. These are monsters. We have demons living amongst us because we let them live amongst us. And that's the choice we make as a matter of public policy. If we're not willing to lock these people in a prison, we're effectively all living in an open air prison with these people.
Yeah, that's crazy that they all, how many prior arrests that they had. All right, let's see what this one is.
Police are racing to identify the people responsible for the violence in our city this past Labor Day weekend.
Friday through Monday, 22 people were shot, 5 people killed, and there were 4 triple shootings.
Man, she's kind of scary looking.
A triple shooting.
Has the latest on the progress by police. Mallory, any new arrest?
Yes, today they arrested another person in the triple shooting on East Monument Street on Monday. Tanisha Johnson was charged for her involvement in the shooting that killed 1 man and injured 2 women, including a pregnant woman. She's the second person arrested in this case. Marion Daughton was...
Why are you laughing?
Just look at the names.
Oh my God.
Tonyasha. That's why I say they should put their names on their shirts. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know.
Would you? Fellas in the chat, would you on the left? I know there's at least one would in there.
Was charged yesterday. Police believe Daughton was the trigger puller and Johnson supplied the weapon.
Tanisha Johnson actually handed the gun that was used to shoot 3 people. She handed that gun to Marion Daughton, so she is being charged with the very same crimes for her involvement in this egregious act.
They've closed this case, but there's 3 other triple shootings still unsolved. Today, police canvassed the 900 block of McClear Court in Latrobe Homes.
Heard about the shooting that happened this past weekend?
Looking for the person who shot a 4-year-old, 6-year-old, and 61-year-old woman confined to a wheelchair.
They shot a 65-year-old woman confined to a wheelchair.
I can't. A 6-year-old, a 4. That's like the worst possible crimes. Like I can't think of anyone more savage to kill because, like, if you kill a baby, it probably doesn't really know what's going on. But like a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, they're gonna know what's going on. They're kids. They haven't done anything yet. And an old woman confined to a wheelchair. What the fuck? Oh my!
And you wouldn't believe how many times the killer is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old.
No way.
Yep, absolutely. We just had a story in the news recently. A teacher just won a lawsuit because she was shot by a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old shot her, was mad at her, and got a gun from someplace and shot her with it.
What are these? Birth control isn't. I know the religious right is very anti-birth control, but it's not always a bad thing,
It should be in the water supply.
Yeah, that's probably the government being like, we gotta stop this.
Surveillance video of the suspect leaving the gathering, then returning, firing, and running away.
Technology has done its part here, and now the community needs to do its part.
I'm sure the community will do its part.
We are with the triple on East Monument Street. Without the community,
what do people snitch? No, they don't. They won't say. Is it because they're afraid they'll come after them too?
Yeah, I mean, but not just the person you snitch on. The whole community will turn on you, and they're stuck living in this community.
Yeah,
right. They're not moving to the suburbs. This is where they live. This is a government provided housing, government provided everything, food, education, healthcare, everything. This is where they're stuck. So they can't be living amongst a bunch of enemies.
Yeah.
Helping us develop those criminal
And what if
charges.
they snitched? What would happen? It's not like the person gets sent to prison for 15 years.
Oh yeah, they'll be out.
They cut a deal and they're right back out. So what are you saving by snitching?
What about like for murder cases? How often do they actually get out?
A lot.
Really?
Yep.
I always thought if you murdered someone, you'd get life in prison.
No, because first of all, as a law of self-defense attorney, the first thing that person's lawyer is going to say is, well, no, this was not murder, it was self-defense.
Oh, okay.
And now the state has to disprove self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt, and now it becomes to get a complicated case. It becomes a lot of work, and they have a lot of easy cases. They have a lot of drug possession cases, a lot of automatic conviction cases that they can get wins on. If the case begins to look complicated, they start cutting deals.
Got it. Okay.
In some jurisdictions like Washington, D.C., it used to be in the old days, we'd say, well, they try to minimize the crime stats by lowering the severity of the crime that was committed, like I talked about. But we always used to say, well, at least they can't do that with murder, right? If you murder someone, there's a body, right? You got to account for the body. In Washington, D.C., they were cooking the murder statistics by calling some of those murders accidents, as if the person had fallen down a flight of stairs.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
And then they'd say, look, the murder rate's down.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, my first, like, I always hear that the crime rates are down, and I'm like, that's just not what I see. Like, I never thought in my lifetime I would see people rob stores. When I was a kid, that was, like, unheard of. And I've seen so many people shoplift in the past 5 years.
We have a lot of bank robberies. They don't bother reporting on them, because the people don't get away with a lot of money, but because they're stupid. But yeah, we have a lot of bank robberies in this country. And you'd think that never happened, but it happens a lot.
Police have only received tips in one of the 4 triple shootings that happened over the
Oh,
weekend.
you're right.
And that's the one they solved. So now they're providing the security camera footage, hoping that someone comes forward with any information. You can call, tweet, text, email Baltimore police, and report anything anonymously to Metro Crime Stop.
Yeah, but no one's going to do that. Okay. Let's see this one.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. I'm cold.
I swear to God, I'll break your nose. That's a little kid saying that.
Oh my
to the store employees.
10. Open this fucking door. I'll call mom.
I can't even.
Mom, bitch, I been knew how to camera out.
Bitch.
Look, and a lot of times black people, when white people talk about this, they're like, oh, but white crime. I'm like, I've never seen a white kid do this. I grew up in an all white area.
It's not that white people don't commit crime, of course, but it's per capita. They have to understand the concept of per capita. 70% of violent crime in America is committed by the less than 5% of the population that is young black males. It's crazy.
Yeah, and at this age, they already know this. This is.
Dad, do that. You can open the door. Open the door. Open up the door because I'm not playing. I'm not fucking over. Y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
By the way, this is very dangerous. These kids could have a gun.
I'll open up this.
These kids could shoot you.
Yeah, that's true. Don't they get like the thing that kids get too, don't they? What's it called?
Sure, they'd go to juvenile court instead of adult court, right? And when you're young below a certain age, the law often just says you can't be held criminally liable no matter what.
Yeah, because don't they say that for like, don't gangs have kids commit crimes because they know they'll get I saw this case where do you remember that case in Wisconsin where the 2 friends tried to murder the girl in the woods? I don't know if you saw it. It was a few years ago, but it was a big, because I used to work in the same area, but like these 2 like 13-year-old girls had a best friend in their friend group, and they lured her out to the woods, stabbed her like 90 times. It was something crazy. Somehow she lived, but they got juvie. They weren't tried as adults. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to live next to a girl that did that. I don't care how young she was.
And a lot of times, no matter what they did, even if they killed someone, the sentence automatically ends at 21.
That's wow. Yeah, because I think she was just put into like some other sort of detention center, and then she got out. I'm like, I am not going to Waukesha right now.
They put her up for adoption.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't before we break this bitch.
Wow.
I'm finna break some up in this bitch. I'm God. You guys must be young. I would like that if I was sitting with y'all.
Imagine being a white kid in the same school these kids go to.
I just can't even, because when I was a kid, I was so afraid of like not following the rules. So I just can't even imagine this being an environment for a child. Or like, what did you have to go through as a kid to be this disrespectful? Because I don't know, most kids, even when I coach volleyball and stuff, they're pretty coachable. They're like excited to learn. They want to listen. I'm maybe I'll change my mind when I actually have kids, but like my experience with kids is they're like kind of sponges. So I'm like, what are the parents doing that this is their demeanor, you know?
Well, the kids are sponges. These kids were sponges too. This is what they sponged up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You do not like that, but you can't open the door. Do not play with it. Open the door, I'll trash it. You can open it. I will trash this out. I'm closed. Right? We're sorry. Sorry, open it. Open it.
He's wearing slippers. He's wearing slippers. He's calling her a bitch.
Someone lost their hair from black fatigue. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn on the sound.
Oh, it's got to be the wig thing.
Hey.
She stole.
Come on now. What are you doing? What are you doing? You went off. Hey, give me the bag.
There's like no regard for, like, I don't know, when white people steal, we're just not so, it's almost like respectful crimes. Like when we get caught, we're like, okay, here you go. But I'm like, it's just crazy how black people will be caught red-handed and they'll just double down. Like you're caught, give him the bag, you know. Or maybe, am I wrong? You're the defense attorney.
No, you're right. I was just going to say, white girls do the same thing when they're caught doing something bad, right? They don't say, "Oh, you got me," right?
Yeah, that's true.
They flip it right around on the dude. You catch a white girl cheating on you, they flip it right around. It's your fault it happened.
So true. That's so true. Do you know what? But white women, it's like a little bit, I would say white women are the best manipulators. Black women show their aggression up front. They're not hiding shit. White women like subtly manipulate you over time. So I don't know how that translates to crime, but when I was in high school, the women that did shoplift were always from rich families, and they didn't do it for money. It was for the thrill. It was always women. It wasn't men.
They steal lipstick, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that many people that did it. But there was a couple girls at my club where they would like talk about like stealing. And I was just thinking, everyone here's parents are rich, because I don't know if you know anything about club volleyball, but it's expensive. You are not doing that unless you have money. So I think
it's a different type of stealing too. So, I mean, of course, when I was a kid, I'd have friends who would shoplift little items like that. But generally, as you say, they're doing it for the thrill. And they're not doing it for resale.
No.
They're not stealing stuff in volume to sell it back in the hood. This woman is stealing a bunch of hair extensions and wigs to sell them. That's why they ravage these Walgreens and CVS's and clear off whole shelves. That's why they'll fill up shopping carts full of laundry detergent and just roll it out to their car past the registers, because they're going to sell all that stuff.
Damn. All right, let's see the next.
Got to get that weed money.
Yeah, my God. Okay. I have a question. Is there any crime stat that white people do more per capita? Because the ones I hear are sexual abuse and school shootings. For some reason, I still feel like that's wrong. I still feel like that's manipulated, but I could be wrong. So I don't know if you know anything.
I mean, it's very difficult to get good statistics because the raw numbers are so low. In terms of like child sexual crimes, I would just tell you, look in the black community and look at all the 14-year-old girls who are pregnant. They're not getting knocked up by 15-year-old dudes. They're getting knocked up by grown-ass adults.
Yeah.
Is what's happening there. That's obviously sexual abuse. In terms of crimes like mass shootings, they really like to manipulate those statistics. They'll define what is a mass shooting in such a way that only the white people qualify. But there are shootings at schools every weekend in places like Chicago that are mass shootings by young black men. But they're gang activity. And they just choose to define those differently so it doesn't qualify as a mass shooting event.
Yeah, that was my gut feeling on it, because I was just like, I don't think that's that big of an issue. I mean, it kind of is now. It's like more so than when I was a kid, but it It just seems like if you were going to school on the south side of Chicago, you'd be more worried than like at a white school, to me.
Our John Atwater is live at the Basket in West Bridgewater, where all of this went down, John.
Well, Maria, police say that those women walked out of the store here with lobster and steak, but they didn't get far. Officers arrested them out here in the parking lot.
Go big or go home.
Cell phone video shows two women berating and attacking workers Sunday evening as stunned shoppers stare in disbelief.
That's crazy. Oh, nah.
Others watching the combative confrontation can't understand it.
I'm speechless because doesn't matter the reason, is not supposed to act like that.
Investigators say the women deliberately...
For so many years, black people gaslit white people, and they're like, oh, it's just racism. But now they just can't even deny it anymore because we have video. We're like, check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
The racism doesn't work anymore. And one of the dumbest things the Black Lives Matter movement ever did was demand body-worn cameras on police officers. Because I have thousands of hours of body-worn camera footage of just black people acting badly at just typically routine traffic stops. You ran a red light, you were going a little bit too fast, your registration is expired. Oh my God, it turns into a shooting. It's unbelievable.
No, I've seen a couple because I've done those kind of reactions, and the officer wasn't even going to arrest them. Like the officer gave them so many warnings, and he's just like, please don't do this. Please don't, like, talking to them like they're kids. And they're like, well, I guess you're getting arrested today, ma'am.
It's amazing how often the BMI is like in the triple digits. Right? I mean, I would argue we should base sentencing on BMI. That would be a rational way to sentence people for crimes.
Yeah, and they learn how to run so fast.
I always laugh. I say, look, it's America's starving oppressed.
Oh my God.
Slipped higher-priced food like lobster, ribeye steaks, and truffle butter in blue bags while they were checking out. And police say when workers confronted them about not paying for the items, the women started attacking them and yelling racial slurs.
People are shoplifting. They're getting beat up for trying to stop the people. That's not fair to them. I mean, it's really messed up.
Police arrested Olivia and Regine.
That's like the Groypers always say, the physiognomy never lies or something.
Look how close the eyes are together. It's so creepy.
Actually, do you find that criminals are uglier than normal people? Have you seen a correlation? Because that's kind of an internet thing. Yep. Really?
Yep. I think it goes along with low IQ, with the kind of inbreeding that leads to low IQ. I think all these things are genetically related, right? So they're not independent factors from each other. The woman on the right looks like a flounder.
Bird in the parking lot. The sisters are now facing
that market basket
charges, including assault and battery. Other shoppers say they have sympathy for the workers who are dedicated to their jobs.
I just see them work hard over here.
They went and assaulted people in a store in public. That's not all right.
Well, those workers, thankfully, they were not seriously hurt, and those two sisters were released from custody as the case against them moves forward. We're live in West Bridgewater tonight, John.
This is why Whole Foods exists. So white people have a grocery store they can go to where this shit is less likely to happen.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Black people go into white people's spaces and then cry racism. And it's like, why are you here? Go back to your areas. You don't got to be here. All right.
Invasion at an Airbnb rental turned into a shootout in Osceola County that happened earlier this month in the Champions Gate area of Davenport. The sheriff says 5 people are now behind bars. As West Show's Justin Shecker found out, deputies are increasing their presence in the popular tourist area.
An old Wild Wild West shootout inside the house. And miraculously, nobody was shot. Nobody was injured. A lot of damage to the house.
These photos of bullet holes in the walls show the aftermath of an armed home invasion.
Wow.
That turned into a shootout on November 5th.
What percent of home invasions end in like a death or something? Is that common?
It's not common because normally the home invaders just overwhelm the people in the house. A lot of times they know who they're invading. A lot of these are drug-related events.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a drug dealer, you have a very high risk of being the victim of a home invasion, for example, because they know you have drugs and money, and they like both of those things.
Oh my gosh, that just happened to someone I know. They died. not because they were, this person was always addicted to drugs, and he wasn't involved, but he was in the wrong house.
Right.
And they were trying to kill the friend. They thought it was him. And so then he ended up getting killed.
Yep.
So
Yep. As a young man, I found myself in a situation like that. A buddy asked me to go with him to run an errand in New York City. And we go to this apartment in Queens, and I walk into the apartment, and immediately I'm like, holy crap, this is a drug dealer's apartment. And I said, I'll wait for you at the curb, man. I'm not hanging out here. Bad things happen here.
Yeah. No, seriously, because this guy was like, when it first happened, we thought maybe he was involved, but it ended up that he wasn't. It was just like wrong place, wrong time.
Well, but not random, right? I mean, if you put yourself in places that have a high probability for violence.
No, we weren't like shocked it happened. Like, we weren't like shocked. It was kind of sad because I think he was like trying to get better. Apparently he was like reconciling with his wife or whatever, but
Yeah, don't ever do that either.
Do you know what? This might have been one of the few divorce cases that I understood, because when people get on drugs, it's very difficult to deal with.
No, drugs are, so it's almost like a traumatic brain injury. When someone goes on drugs, whoever the person they were before they were on drugs, they're not that person anymore.
Yeah.
And often if it's bad, the drugs literally take over. So you're not communicating with your daughter or your son or your friend or whoever may have been in the past. You're communicating with fentanyl, or you're communicating with meth. That's what's actually there now.
Yeah. I found too, I knew someone, I had a different, like, kind of extended relative that was addicted to heroin, and he died when he was 40. But he was like the last of all of his friends. Like, he was kind of old, I guess, for a heroin addict.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it ends well. But the one though, I've noticed a lot of people do coke and are seemingly okay. You're older than me.
Yeah.
So how does that usually play out? Do they die?
When I was a young man in the 80s.
And you're in law, so don't like a bunch of lawyers do coke? Isn't that a thing?
Oh, yeah. Alcohol and drug abuse is almost as high with lawyers as it is with police officers. It's off the rails. The single most common way that lawyers get suspended from the practice of law is alcohol and drug abuse, because they start, dropping important things in their practice, and they end up getting called out for that. When I was a young man in the 80s, coke was everywhere. It was this is New York City. It was everywhere. Everywhere. It was almost impossible not to be associated with it. And I've heard it rumored that coke is a hell of a drug. It was, I'll say this, coke is the one drug that I tried that after I tried it, I said, I'm never doing this again, because it was very seductive. It was very seductive. You feel like you're Superman. You don't feel intoxicated. You're not slurring. You're not disoriented. You just feel like you are the coolest alpha stud in the room. It's amazing.
Does it kill people usually? Or, I mean, because I've never seen someone over a long period be addicted to coke, so I don't really know how it plays out.
Yeah, most people run out of money or go to jail. But if you do it, if you have enough money to afford it, you do it long enough, it does cause a lot of cardiovascular damage. So it destroys your heart. It destroys the cardiovascular system in your body. It'll destroy your nose.
So they die of like heart attacks?
Well, a lot of people, of course, progress to other drugs.
Oh.
So, you start with coke and you end up doing meth, or you end up doing heroin, and that's ultimately what kills you.
Oh, okay. Because I think people speculated that's why Kevin Samuels died. He was doing coke. I don't know if he was or he wasn't, but that was a story that was on the internet.
Well, I mean, the trouble today, of course, is that every illicit drug on the marketplace is cut with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Because it adds a bang effect to the drug, and it's relatively inexpensive. So it's a good thing to cut the drugs with to, increase the volume. And you have no idea. It's not, you're not buying the stuff from a pharmaceutical company, right? You're buying it from some dude who cut it in his mom's basement down the street. And he puts in a milligram too much of fentanyl, and he'll kill everybody on the block.
Yeah, I've never done coke, but I've seen people do it, and it seems to be. One was actually it was a dude who owned like car washes. So it was like, I don't know. And then the other ones were like guys I went to school with, went into finance, and they came back with coke.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It was
it helps to have money. And at least back in the day, frankly, it helped with women. I mean, if you were like a mediocre looking guy, but you had some money, you could get some pretty hot women if you had coke.
Oh, because they want to do coke.
They wanted the coke.
We love drugs. I think we love drugs more than men.
On Leader Street in the Champions Gate area.
Back door, the sliding glass doors were shot out. There was bullet holes throughout the house, numerous.
Osceola County Sheriff Christopher Blackman says a teenage victim told deputies that a group of men dressed in black and wearing ski masks approached her outside the home.
I bet it was white guys. Sorry.
They come up to her at gunpoint, took her back inside the house and was trying to do the home invasion. But they didn't know inside there was other guys inside with guns as well.
Deputies searching the neighborhood arrested these two suspects after the victim.
I mean, just you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah,
Devontae.
They just do look like you'd think they would look.
Where do they come? Is there like a black book for baby names? Where these come from?
Positively identified them. They were booked into the Osceola County Jail.
They look nice.
And then they're like, oh, why are they rejecting black people's resumes? I'm like, I have no idea with a name like Devontae why you would get rejected.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to get, if you were at the airport and it was busy and, people were sharing cabs, why wouldn't you want to get in a cab with these two guys? They look so nice.
Aggravated assault, shooting in an occupied dwelling, grand theft and armed robbery charges. The sheriff says 3 other suspects were located.
Oh, can you remove the text? Can we see the names?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
So Devontae and Markel, we already saw Alvan, Jaquan, and Ronald. Are these names you've ever seen before in your life?
No. What is Jaquan's eyes? Like, why are they like that?
They're like too far apart.
Oh my gosh, this guy has crazy eyes. This guy, I think I'd be most likely to get killed by the guy on the right.
So did you hear that Pennsylvania just passed a state law that you can't discriminate in hiring based on people's hairstyle?
Oh my God, why not?
Because this guy was not getting hired, right? Are you hiring that guy?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, I did a show the other day where I'm just like, white people, we just walk away when we're exhausted from black people. We're not going to fight. We're just going to leave. And I said, against all odds, I'm still an equal opportunity employer, but you guys are testing me. You're testing my patience.
Arrested this week in Orange County.
No, our criminal investigation division spent a lot of hours with research and search warrants, getting information we needed to lead us to these other 3 people.
Sheriff Blackman tells West his deputies have stepped up patrols in the popular tourist area with a lot of short-term rentals. He says recently they've had multiple calls for home invasions.
So I would say to any tourists that are down in that area, be careful. You're in
They say this was Orange County. Oh, no, Davenport. Okay.
Florida, you're on vacation.
No, it's Florida, Osceola.
Stay alert,
County.
stay vigilant, and to the people
Is that a nice area or is that ghetto?
I mean, counties in Florida are super big, so it's not uncommon for them to have nice areas and ghetto areas.
What do you suggest for places to live? Because it's like if you live in too nice of an area, doesn't that make you a target? Because they'll go rob there, you think?
I mean, if you're in a super high-end house, then you can become targeted by super high-end thieves. They'll show up with the equipment to block Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe have your own security at that point if you have that kind of money. Mostly, you can avoid crime. So there's a company, Lexis, it's a professional legal research database company. It's what I do to research the law. But they provide for free for anybody a crime map. You can get a map of the U.S., just like Google Earth, and zoom in on a particular neighborhood, and it'll show you all the reported crimes. And my wife, Emily, and I are right now looking to move out of Colorado to Tennessee. And we use this map to find communities. So we'll look at a city, and then I'll zoom out from the city, and I'll look for little pockets that don't have any violent crime. And that's where we look for houses.
So the white areas.
Well, it turns out everyone's white.
Who
knew?
Yeah, who knew?
If you see something out of the norm, say something. Let us know.
The sheriff says his detectives are investigating.
Which of these guys are going to see something and say something?
Yeah.
Which of these guys are going to rat somebody out in their neighborhood?
How many baby mamas do you think they have?
Oh my God.
I feel like Devontae over here has he gives me 3 baby mama energy.
At least.
Not Rennell. I don't think Rennell.
Like there's half an elementary school right here.
Yeah.
Whether these 5 men could be suspects in the other home
And
invasion.
they're robbing the Walgreens and calling the employees bitch.
Covering Osceola County, Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's all the black fatigue I got today.
You're exhausted.
I'm fatigued. Are you fatigued?
And of course, as you mentioned earlier, there are, of course, productive, intelligent, hardworking, capable, loving black people. And the first thing they do when they have the resources is move out of these communities into white communities.
They're more fatigued than white people.
Yeah.
They are far more. I mean, I have a guy that works for my show. You've probably seen him in the chat, Doug MPN.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, listen to him talk about black women once.
What exactly are you wearing?
I'm sorry.
You look like you have a swimsuit on for me.
No, it's not a swimsuit, and I did not know this was a court day. I just told.
What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. Today, we are reacting to black fatigue. So as you guys know, there is a trend of white people getting really tired of black people shit. My whole life, we have been called racist over God nothing. You try to help a black person and it just goes with them calling you racist. That's just how it goes a lot of the time. And it's nothing against black people. You're like, I'm not racist. Then they just accuse you over and over again and it never ends.
EBT, it said decline. Girl, I ain't paying no cash. Hell no.
You ever been in a situation like this with a bonnet wearing LaFonda? You're not racist. You're just exhausted. That's when my doctor prescribed me Civilize. Not to make it better, just so I could keep my mouth shut and walk away.
With Civilize, you don't hear the ignorance. You don't feel the heat. You just move forward. Thanks to Civilize, I don't even hear it anymore.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, let's see what's the next fatigued. Keto fatigue.
Sir, I went through the drive-thru earlier.
Okay.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese. She finally gave me the refund literally 8 seconds before I got in the car and started it up.
So they've made you whole?
No.
They haven't made you whole?
Well, I mean, yeah, she gave me my money back, so I'm gonna go somewhere else.
So you didn't say anything. You was a complete angel. Because I'm getting information, you're getting disorderly in the store.
Did.
Okay, all right.
I did.
So here's what's going to happen. You've been made whole, right? You got your money back.
You pulled up. I didn't want you to have to chase me.
So here's what we're going to do. They want you trespass. They don't.
Who cares?
Just listen. I know. I just need some information.
No.
Take it up to another level. Stop. I'm fine. I just want to fill out a piece of paper. If you don't stop, you're going to end up going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, Hancock, write it down.
Calm down. Stop. You don't need to go to jail over this. Miss Hancock, what's your first name?
You've got to be kidding. He has no reason to harass this woman. Oh my God.
Y'all, it's too much.
You're not leaving until you identify yourself.
Bruh, if you don't get the...
You better calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm saying okay.
Watch back, you're gonna get tased.
Okay. I said okay.
Your hand.
They're like retarded children. Why can't they behave normally? I've never understood why you wouldn't listen to a police officer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten pulled over before. The other day I got pulled over for I was on my phone. And I had my hands, I remember thinking like, oh, I said, do you know what I mean? I knew I was in the wrong. I didn't get a ticket, thank God. But when he pulled me over, I always knew that you always have your hands up, like on the steering wheel at like 10 and 2 to show you're not a threat. Cause they don't know, I don't want to be the one to accidentally reach and end up dead, So you always want to de-escalate when it comes to police. Because what if you do get a shitty cop? You don't want to, I don't want to fuck around and find out,
Behind your back.
Sir, wait.
Put your hand.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm gonna get down. Can I please
Up against the
just
car.
have my hand around?
Up against the car. Up against the car.
Up against the car. I want to go, please.
You're going.
No, man.
You brought it to this. Sit down till the medic gets here to see you.
I don't want to go.
All over a McDonald's. It's so crazy.
I didn't resist.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Put your feet in the car. This is not a debate.
Okay, I'm going.
I didn't resist. She's actually actively resisting.
I'm going to go. Sir, okay, tell him to stop.
In the car.
I'm going to.
No, you're not. You're still arguing.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Get in the car.
Sir.
Get in the car.
Black fatigue. Black fatigue. Shaniqua, please take out the weed. Black fatigue.
Why are y'all so like this? I'm a sandwich.
Close the door. Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
You have a bad day?
Oh my God. That's so crazy. All right, what do we got next? This is so crazy.
Hungry in the store, gotta feed them. You gotta stop and you gotta feed them.
They're just eating food from the store. Like, what is wrong? We cannot live in a civilized society if you have people not only doing this, but also bragging that they can do this. Jail time. Jail. Throw these parents in jail. Give these kids to DCF. This is ridiculous.
Because one thing about me, when I'm hungry, he gonna make sure you eat. You gotta eat. Ain't that right? So when y'all hear y'all kids crying, just stop. Take a break.
And it's sad because he's teaching the kids that this is okay.
And get them a snack. It's the only way to get them to shut up. That's it. It's simple. Y'all see they quiet as beat. They quiet. It's okay to take a break, y'all. It's okay. It's better than listen to y'all kids cry. And to the people that want to see the kids, here they are. Y'all always ask about the kids. Here they are.
Now they're going to be fat too because they're eating Ruffles and ice cream. Black fatigue. Black fatigue. Oh no. What do we have here?
Not living. She won't let us get by, man. What is wrong with you? I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you. No wonder she's back. Grab our suitcase, please.
Wait
you know what? You want to you need to be real careful because I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you all. Don't say anything at all. They won't let my daughter pass, and I need. And I'm not getting all
Why would you not wait? What the? Is she too dumb to figure this out?
No, why they can't let her come past?
They're trying to come from the back of the plane and get off first.
Why did she come from the back of the plane?
Ask what row she was in. It's going to be a one-way. It's going to be hard for everyone to
But
move
why
their
they
bags
can't let her pass? You haven't been on this plane long enough, ladies? Mind your motherfucking business, bitch! Mind your motherfucking business! Mind your motherfucking business!
Is she too dumb to figure this out? Like, what is wrong with this woman?
Nobody said nothing to you, and you're not the problem solver. You are not the problem solver. You are not the problem solver. No, you are the problem. You're the problem. No, you are the problem. Oh, I'm the problem. No, she get out of the
And the guy is just sitting there like, whatever.
security will come and ask her a question.
Black fatigue.
Like we're all trying to get out. We said, excuse me. And then she can come up. You can wait.
Thanks.
You can't rationalize it.
Thank you. That's the best solution. Go ahead, man.
Oh my God.
Baltimore, baby.
Oh my God. All right, sure.
What the crap?
Yeah, she was unfair. Yeah, she
She was a fairy with a fatty on my daddy. He want grab it, he want smack it, he want have.
Okay, there's a time and a place for shaking ass. I am not against shaking ass. In fact, I think it's a necessary thing. Obviously, somebody's got to bang these lonely guys. Please go shake ass in the club. Go shake ass in the strip club. Why are you on the highway and just shaking ass in the middle of the road? You guys don't have nice enough asses to be shaking it, you know?
On my daddy, this shit smacking. She was a fairy with a fatty on my daddy. He want grab it, he want smack it, he want have it. On my daddy, this shit smacking.
I have
this shit smack. Let me see some shots on that make it clap. Bow, yeah. Don't stop, stop. True legend pairs with my true legend crop top. Make my P bitches, man. I'm counting wop wop. Yeah, wop wop.
Okay, let's go to this one.
Lee, is that how you treat all your customers?
When my customers come
Why
in
did you
here
throw my
fussing,
food outside like that, Lee?
Because you came in here
Lee, and I said thank you for remaking my order.
Here is your receipt showing I voided the order.
No.
No.
Is all my money coming back on my card?
Yeah, they think they can treat people with businesses as bad as possible. And that they will still service them. But at some point, if a customer is a bad customer, you're just done with it.
Right there. Shows
Oh, well, why couldn't you do that? Hold on, Lee.
You were trying to steal now.
Hold on, Lee. We waiting for the cops.
Out of the store.
We're waiting. Hold on, Lee. We waiting for the cops.
Oh my gosh. Black fatigue. Black fatigue.
Yo, I want you at the podium. What exactly are you wearing?
I'm sorry.
You look like you have a swimsuit on to me.
No, it's not a swimsuit, and I did not know this was a court day. I just told the lady back there that I'm not dressed properly for court at all.
Really? Yes, you are
She said, really?
not. I agree with that 100%. That's very insulting to me, that you would come into my courtroom dressed like that.
I apologize. I had no idea it was in as a visit and not a court date. So I was unaware that this was a court date.
Look at this girl's face. Oh, they're so done.
Because she run on the back.
Look at this is what you get. The black guy's wearing a hoodie, the white girl's in a blazer. It's like you got a bonnet. Why? You know, you can. I'm not saying you have to dress pristine all the time, but just at times come on.
At a court, a visit. So it was never said that this was a court date.
All right, this is case number 23CR40542, the state of Ohio versus Monique Smith. Ms. Smith, the court has received a report that alleges that you have violated.
Okay, I guess Carnival Cruise has black fatigue.
Oh, I gotta get this on video. It's about to go down. World Star. Let's go. Oh shit. I'm glad I woke up. Let's go.
I went to an all-white high school. We never had fights. I had never seen one. I guess maybe they happened and I wasn't there for it, but in my 4 years, I never saw a fight. We're just not inherently violent. Like our culture is not violent. It's pretty law-abiding. And I'm not saying there aren't white people that are scumbags. There are, but I would just say our culture, robbing, stealing, it might happen at like a white collar level, but you have to understand that's a small percentage of white people that even have like the opportunity to do that. You know, what percentage of white people are in finance?
How much longer on this piece?
Just get it over with. Hey, Hey, who wants some pizza? Who wants some pizza? World Star! World Star! Back up, my man. Back up. It's going down. Hey!
The guy behind the camera's kind of funny.
Oh, shit! Welcome to the motherfucking cruise. No, not me, man. Hold on, shit. Oh, shit. There it goes. There it goes. Shit. God damn. God, shit. Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. God damn.
Imagine if women had male strength. Women would be dead left and right.
Holy shit. Hey. God damn. God damn. Get him, homie. God damn. Someone got fucked up. I just want some pizza.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. I guess we got a black woman that said she too has black fatigue.
Sound white. No. I sound like I can hold down a job. I sound like PTO and dental. I sound articulate? Good. Can't sound white unless you're out here barking in Crayola. I sound like I was raised by someone who hugged me and checked my homework. Honestly, if sounding white just means using grammar, then sign me up. I'll even throw in a little semicolon with confidence. Hello? This is professionalism speaking. How may I direct your insecurity? You're mad I don't sound like your stereotype. I'm mad you still have one. I sound like I pay my taxes on time. I sound like a 401k. I sound like I've never yelled at a cashier at Walmart at midnight. I sound like I pay my rent on time. I sound like I read terms and conditions twice. I sound like HR would actually listen to me. I sound like I survived group projects. You mean I enunciate? Tragic. I sound like I use commas correctly. I sound like I don't take out a loan just to go buy Gucci. I sound educated. And most importantly, I sound like me.
All right, we got a white girl defining black fatigue.
Fatigue is when I can hear you 10 hours away in Black fatigue is when I can hear you 10 hours away in Walmart with your 5 fucking kids. Black fatigue is when you have no home training and you have no idea how to act in public. And a lot of it is culture. I've been in the hood. I've been in the fucking schools and the projects where I was the only white girl there, and I can 100% guarantee you that it's culture. When majority of y'all know someone who has been unalived by another black person, way more than any instance of a black person being unjustifiably unalived by the police, that's black fatigue, as well as donating to Carmelo Anthony and Rodney Hinton Jr. When you aren't able to hold your own community accountable, that's a problem. We're not going to sit here and act like this is new now, because now white people are speaking out, especially when we've been told for so long to feel sorry for our whiteness and that we have white tea privilege, whatever the fuck that means, for something no white person alive today did and no black person alive today has experienced. There is no way that
White people are just done with this. We are done being shamed for the color of our skin. When, you know, the most hated group in my lifetime has been white men. And white men consistently in my life have been the most helpful, the most useful. They invented like 90% of the world's stuff. So what is this, you know, hatred against white men?
that y'all thought that we would be quiet for this long. You know, having us on our knees, kissing BLM's feet, still begging for the reparations that you are not fucking owed because you did not go through what
We're so done with it.
your ancestors went through. Nobody cared about race until you started blaming white people for all of your current problems. We're just done tolerating. Fatigue is when I can hear you 10 hours away and black fatigue.
All right. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you have black fatigue? And if you have a story, put it in the comments. We might read it next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.